What's up guys, I'm back today with another video. It's actually the same day, just I'm making another video today. So this video we're going to talk about my joining process and how stressful it was for me. It's actually really hard to join the military if you have any type of issues. So like my process took 2 years for me to actually join. I wanted to join straight out of high school. I had some personal stuff going on with my family. So right out of high school, I was 17, about to turn 18 as soon as I graduated. So I had all the paperwork filled out and stuff like that. Then unfortunately we found out my dad was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. So that kind of put a hold on things. So that took about a year, and then my dad unfortunately passed away. So I was 18, about to be 19 around that time. And then after that, the Navy tried to contact me about joining again, and I told them I still wasn't ready. My dad just passed away. So after that, and then like in between that time, I started having some stomach problems, and it was like severe pain that I was having. So I went to the hospital a couple times. They couldn't figure it out. They didn't know what was going on. They was prescribing me all this medicine that wasn't working. And then finally around Christmas time that year, I believe it was Christmas time, something like that. No, it was the summer because it was Christmas time when I went to the hospital the first time. But the summer, they finally figured out that I had gallstones, so they were gonna do surgery. So I had the surgery, I was good to go. And this was when I was 19, getting ready to be 20. And I went to the recruiter's office and I told them I was ready to join, ready to go. Started finishing the paperwork, told them I had the surgery on my gallbladder, and that was a big red flag for them. So they researched it, and then they finally found out that luckily that's the only surgery that doesn't disqualify you from the Navy that I'm aware of. At least that's what they told me. So. But you did have to wait 6 months from the time of the surgery, 6 months from then, so for the healing process. So you don't really need your gallbladder anyways. It's just a filter for your body. But then once that's, in between that 6 months, it kind of discouraged me because, I still really wanted to join. I still wanted to do what, join the Navy and do what I wanted to do. But in between that time, I started thinking like, this is gonna be forever. 6 months is a long time. And finally, I think it was February rolled around whenever the 6 months was up, or January, something like that. And they called me up and was like, hey, you still interested in joining, stuff like that. I was like, you know what, I'll come in, sit and talk to you guys. And I went in, talked to them, and I was filling out all the paperwork. And then finally they're like, all right, we're gonna schedule you to go take your test at MEPS. I was like, okay, cool. So the next week or the following week, I went to go take my test, took my test, got my score, came back, and I'm like, all right, that's a good score. So they said, okay, now we gotta schedule your job, the day where you pick your job at MEPS. And they were like, it's gonna be a month away. So it was another long month of wait. And so finally, March, the first week of March rolled around, and they took me down to MEPS, sat down, 4 in the morning, something like that, 5 in the morning, and I sat there all day. We did the physical test. You go through all like a physical test, background history check type thing, and you do like your hearing, your vision, you do all this crap throughout the whole day. And then finally at the very end, you get to pick your job. So it was around 3, 4 in the afternoon. They call me in to pick my job. And then they see my tattoos, the tattoos that I got and stuff like that. So they're like, oh, okay, hang on, what is this tattoo here? It could be gang related. So that was another red flag. I've already filled out all types of waivers for my tattoos, my gallbladder surgery and things that have happened in the past. I filled out all these waivers and they said I was good to go. But then I get here and they want to bring up the tattoos again. So after, another 2 hours of the whole tattoo process, I had to talk. I talked to the people at MEPS, then I talked to their bosses, and then I talked to the people above them. So I had to go pretty high up in their little chain of command that they had there to get my tattoos, you know, good to go. So after all that finally went through, it was like 6 o'clock at night. Everybody else was gone. You know, MEPS was already closed, and I finally picked my job, and I got MA, which I'm very happy with at the moment. So it was a long process just to even join the Navy for me. I mean, of course I had my personal issues, but besides that, it took almost 7 months to even get the job I wanted, and then another 3 months, or not to get the job I wanted, just to get a job, and then another 3 months to even ship off to boot camp. So it's a long process to, you know, join the military, unless you're just one of those people that has never had anything happen to you, or you just go in and lie to the recruiter, which I'll make a video on later on, is lying to your recruiter. But other than that, that's my joining process. It was quite a journey to join, and it's already been quite a journey. I just hit my year mark in the military, and I'm gonna make a video on that as well coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good day.